That's when he came in. He stood out instantly, like a wrong detail in a normal scene. He was wearing a black suit and tie, the kind that looks deliberate, not casual. Everything fit. Nothing was wrinkled. He had thick black gloves on, and there were silk scarves tied at his wrists like decorative cuffs. It wasn't fashion-forward. It was costume-like. He was pulling a large black suitcase behind him, rolling it slow over the tile. The suitcase looked heavy, not like a carry-on, more like something you'd bring to move out. The thing that really stuck, though, was his face. His eyebrows were thick and blue and looked tattooed or drawn on, extended too far, exaggerated. It made his expression look permanent, like his face was stuck in a look he chose for effect. He also had a pin on his lapel, something political-looking. I couldn't read it clearly, but it had that statement vibe. He walked in like he owned the space. Not loud, not aggressive, just certain. He scanned the room, then his attention settled on us. At first I told myself it was nothing. People look around. People notice families. It's a small waiting area. You're basically forced to be aware of everyone. But he didn't do the normal glance and move on thing. He locked on. He started focusing on my husband. Specifically, my husband's tattoos. My husband has visible tattoos that catch eyes sometimes, so at first it felt like normal curiosity. Then it shifted. The questions got more personal. The kind of personal that doesn't belong in a waiting area with strangers. I answered in a vague way. My husband answered in a vague way. We weren't engaging. We weren't inviting. We were doing that careful, polite deflection you do when you want someone to lose interest without feeling rejected. We got seated pretty quickly, which felt like relief. We ended up at a table where I could still see the front. The man took a seat at the breakfast bar. That meant he had a perfect view of the entire restaurant and the door. If you're enjoying this content, feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.